There we go. All right. All right. Seems to be working. All right. The title. Let me change the title. Today would be day number 10 of review. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, people, everyone. Happy. We go. Title is ready. Title seems to be ready. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. How have you been? Alright, everyone. Today, we have a pretty interesting day ahead of us. As you can see here. But before we begin, thanks from the bottom of my heart. Before we do anything else, let me refresh everything here. Everything is working. Good. Connecting. Before we begin, thanks from the bottom of my heart to Moy_Gat for being the 24th follower of the Twitch channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I always deeply appreciate all follows on Twitch, especially, as well as all subscriptions over at YouTube. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You all encourage me to continue showcasing all of these and reviewing all of these forgotten gems that certainly deserved much more praise back in the day. So, Moy_Gat, if you are watching, thanks from the bottom of my heart, in case you're watching this as a YouTube VOD, and truly thanks, or a Twitch VOD. If you eventually drop by the stream, I will replay the message, so don't worry. I always want to ensure each one of you knows how thankful I am for every single follow over at Twitch, especially because it's a platform that its discoverability is essentially fucked up. I'll say it straight up. I know I am streaming on Twitch, but discoverability is essentially ruined completely, because they even destroyed tags, so you cannot even find streams through tags anymore. So yeah, pretty much. As for the rest, so thanks Moy_Gat from the bottom of my heart. So, what's the plan for today, people? What's the plan for today? Now that we've got that, we've already thanked new followers. What's the plan for today? First, I want to finish this Fresh Gladiators task, as you can see here. We just have to escort these two guys, these two arena overseers that you see there, all the way down here, and I have a lot of quests to turn in that we did last time. And in fact, we do need the money because we only have 200,000. 215,000. Because we spent a lot of money on potions. So we'll begin doing those as I go turn those in, and then we'll begin the next batch of quests here at the capital of Ancaria. We shouldn't face any enemies because we are still technically inside of the capital. So yeah, as we turn those in, for today, I wanted to explore some aspects that we haven't talked about in previous streams, right? That I haven't reviewed yet. Remember, we'll eventually get to the final review of the game. But until we get to the final review, we'll partially analyze, we'll partially review each aspect of the game one by one, right? So, it was that. This should be where we need to drop them. Guard up from the desert. You are the relief. Fine, then we can start making our way back. Here are the goods, nothing special, but good help is hard to find nowadays. Be careful with the big one over there. He's extremely aggressive and quick-tempered. We need to escort the gladiators back to the Roman Colosseum. Back to the Roman Colosseum. So, yeah, pretty much that's why we have those arena overseers with us. Alright, we've got even more people following us. Prospective gladiator, so let's drop all of these guys. Let's drop them all back over at the arena, over at the Colosseum, real quick. That's why I wanted to start with this quest, because I want to get rid kind of like of quests that have internal objectives within the city. So for today, I wanted to review a lot of aspects that we haven't paid a lot of attention to. Namely, I want to pay attention to enemy variety and enemy combat mechanics, because it's an aspect of the level design that we haven't paid a lot of attention to. So, I know this is the council. We need to go back over there. I have two ways. So, yeah, pretty much. Today I want to pay attention to enemy variety and enemy gameplay mechanics. Variety, let's say. Also, objective variety. I want to pay attention also between this and the next stream to another aspect, which is that we haven't paid a lot of attention to, which is the genre classification of the game. Essentially, if the game is either an isometric action RPG or an MMORPG. And then to the combat system classification of the game, remember that I always use the highlight the difference between between extrinsic and intrinsic combat systems, according to if the gear or base stats distribution, inherent stats to your character, to your avatar, are the ones responsible for affecting the majority, most of the variables of combat in a game. Right, that's done. I've completed my assignment. So that's it. We got rid of all of those guys there. So we can now continue with completing quests. Let me see if it's complete. Fresh gladiators, arena owner Nitahel. So I don't see it in the local. I don't see him. I don't see him at all in the local map. So let's see. He must be over here. Let me resummon my. Yep, that happens often. that when you click on on some element, you end up entering the building. There we go. Alright, where is he? There. Alright, arena owner, where are ya? Inside of the building. Don't worry, in this game we can enter buildings with our mounts. Well done, here, take this reward. I might have an assignment later here.
Check in the book of quest.
Good, we leveled up. That means that perhaps we can assign the last, it's only one level. We need 3 more points to level up our Ruthless Mutilation, to level up our Gruesome Inquisition here, as you can see here. Distributed skill points 28, and we need 31 to get access to one more modification, which will be the last modification of Ruthless Mutilation, which will, I'll pick this one, Smolder, which inflicts additional fire weapon damage, which will be complemented by this one, Purge, which is the first modification of my passive buff, Purifying Chastisement. So it will increase all fire damage. It will indirectly, this one will increase additional fire weapon damage, and this will increase the damage of that extra fire weapon damage. So in turn, this combo will it'll have a perfect synergy. But I have a problem. There's a limit here. You'll see that as I distribute one more point, I cannot distribute anymore. So it's a hard cap. So I need to wait 2 more levels until I can. I need to reserve two skill points here. Right. But we got an attribute here, so we will go for intelligence, which basically increases our damage with staves. Sorry. We've got another quest. Deliver a small bag to Senator Lilath. You have proven to be trustworthy. I would like to acknowledge you are the rather delicate assignment. The burning law here for anyone of volunteers to the danger of criminal fighting in the area, and you will do the natural volunteer to come here. There is a Senator Lilath and my phone. Alright, so we are playing Uber Eats Simulator here. Because we're just delivering those, but I have a lot of other quests that I have to turn in within the city. So village journey, blah, blah, blah. No, the other one, not this one. I have lots of this one. House cleaning, for example. We need to turn this one in. We've already got rid of those quarters there, so let's get to it. So for today I wanted to analyze those things. Genre classification. First, before genre classification, enemy variety, gameplay mechanics, variety of enemies, because so far we've only analyzed kind of like the first variable of a combat system in a game, which is our actions, the actions of the player. Now I want to analyze the complexity and the patterns. Good job, I'll recommend you to my friends. Good. And we got an item there. Good. Which one else? That's the main quest. War is good for business. We have to turn that one in as well. So, enemy variety and everything. They're all dead. Excellent. If you're gonna noble houses, we were totally good.
Too easy.
Okay. There seems to be one more quest inside of there. Shirkalana, Thylysium. I better get rid of this girl before the escort gets bagged, like what happened the other day. So let's get. This is kind of like, I don't know if it's a parliament or some kind of court. Apparently I need to enter through the front door right there. So well, we'll analyze those. Genre classification, then derived from enemy variety, and of course then I wanted to explore a bit of the combat system classification. Remember, I always classify the combat if it's either extrinsic or intrinsic, according to if the most of the base stats are provided, the variables are defined by either the gear that we loot or the base stats that we invest on our character, right? So we'll do that. First, enemy variety. Between these and the next streams, since we've already seen, I think it's over there, the objective. Yeah, there it is. There's some kind of ethereal being. I don't know if this is a court or the Senate. Mark Kishke. Do you like this area as much as I do? come visit me some other time. Perhaps you'll get to know more. Alright, so this is another quest, so this has nothing to do with Carolina. Right. The quest objective is either on top of us, like either below or at a higher floor of this building, but I don't see any way. Perhaps I need to talk to that guy later so he can send me to the roof of the building or something. Well, then we'll leave that one for later. We have one more quest that we have to turn in there that we never turned in last time. And yes, we'll first finish all of the internal quests inside of Thylysium, and then we'll get out of the city and continue exploring. But first I want to clear everything here at the capital. So that's basically the idea of what we are gonna pay attention to in this stream and the next stream. Remember, we'll get to the final analysis eventually, but I wonder if I can... Yeah, I can do it with my horse, while riding my horse. There we go. No, it's somehow outside. There we go. So yeah, basically that. Genre classification, combat system classification. But first, I wanted to pay attention to the second variable of the combat system that the game has. Because so far we've only analyzed kind of like player interactions, right? There it is. Find mana stones for Geruda. Hey, you come over here. I have a small task for you. Region, blah, 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 some gold. Give me everywhere. Okay.
You are indebted to the Inquisition.
There we go. Let's grab all of the quests here. So then, if we have to get out of the city, as you can see here, we'll be ready. Too many fish there. I think that one is the final objective. We also need to explore kind of like the jail island that I saw the other day. Here, this one. Here, from here, you can go to Jail Island, and you can also explore this. We haven't explored that as well. So yes, basically that. So far, we've only analyzed, we've only reviewed, we've only paid attention to the player actions, kind of like the loot system, kind of like the skill tree distribution and everything, and the combat system and everything. So that's only 50% of the overall combat system. The other 50%, of course, are the enemies, and I haven't paid attention to enemy patterns or enemy level design, let's say. Enemy variety, objective variety, we also need to pay attention to in terms of the level design. So with all of that, we'll then probably in the next stream get to genre classification, because this game it blurs the line between an isometric action RPG and an MMORPG, so genre classification is also important. And then there's another objective. But let me get to the port, and then of course the combat system, right? So we'll do all of that. Let's get rid of all of the quests here, because there we go. We need to turn this one in that we did last time.
Another check in the book of quests.
There we go. That one's done. That one's done. We are getting rid of. See, there aren't many left. New papers. That's the objective of the other one that we just grabbed. So for now, it's incredible. Regarding objective variety, let's get first to objective variety. Right now, we are doing kind of like Moigat, hello, yesterday I watched your video where you started Sacred 2 to see a little of the game, but it still seems to me a game that the world looks amazing, but it's a bit empty. I think I will try Dungeon Siege 2 before Secret 2. Wait, Moigat, at the beginning of this stream, I showed your follow, so thanks from the bottom of my heart. I'll play it again. Whenever someone visits the stream, I play it again in case they missed it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for following yesterday that I wasn't streaming. So yes, regarding what you are telling me that the world seems a bit, it seems amazing, but it's a bit empty. Yes, it's roughly that's roughly a direct comparison to, let's say, modern world RPG games. Like, to cite some examples, I don't know, The Witcher 3 or Zelda Breath of the Wild. That yes, it was common back in the day that games didn't have the insane degree of detail that the Witcher 3, for example, has, that every single side quest there feels like the main quest. So it's incredible. That's why I'm mentioning precisely the genre classification. Because this game, I am still in process of analyzing if the game belongs to the isometric action RPG genre, kind of like, say, similar to Diablo 1, to Diablo 2, to Diablo 3, which basically don't put a lot of emphasis on side quests, or if it's more like an MMORPG, like Warcraft, like World of Warcraft, which essentially it's full of side quests. So yes, essentially the game does have level design elements from both of them. If I had to say, I haven't played Dungeon Siege 2. I haven't played it. I did play Dungeon Siege 3 on stream last year. It was the main analysis I did. But I would say that yes, when compared to modern RPGs, the complexity is true that the complexity of the level design of Sacred 2, it's much more similar to MMORPGs from the early 2000s. Like, it's exactly like World of Warcraft, for example, elements that are extremely similar. For example, the side quests aren't voiced, just as a slight detail. But yeah, in terms of being empty, um, the game is massive. It has a lot of side quests. I am doing a 100% completion, which is absolutely crazy because of the insane amount. If I had to say, I would say that if you liked um, any MMORPG like World of Warcraft, Ion, Lineage 2, especially if you like Lineage 2 because this one has the same isometric camera, I would say that if you liked Lineage 2 or World of Warcraft or the level design structure of MMORPGs, I don't think it will feel empty. I don't think it will feel empty. Well, you have my votes. If you commented that you've been watching the videos where when I started it. Well, you can see that it has a lot of side quests, but yes, the I get what you mean. The quality of the amount of detail of the side quest is that of an early 2000s game, even though it was 2008 the release date for this one. But it clearly follows the structure of MMORPGs. So yes, if you like the MMORPGs, I think I mentioned this, but it makes me sad that the world they created in Sacred 2 has stayed there. I think it's nice that you set out to play it. No, yeah, of course. I mentioned this several times. I've chatted about this with Scarlet Dragoon, another viewer, and I have several times said on stream that it's such a pity, such a waste of potential that a massive world like this one has been forgotten so much. I've also explored the reason. I don't know how many of my streams
my destination.
have
What's going to
watched,
happen now?
but you can clearly see the reason why the game is so underrated or uncharted or undiscovered by a general audience. The game has a severe memory leak. It has technical issues that prevent most users, sadly, extremely sad, to explore the game. I took the time to go one by one, fix all of the crashes. I still get some random crashes. Um, so I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. I want to try to eliminate all of the crashes 100%, but so far it still sometimes crashes. So I can see the reason why. I can see the reason why the game, um, sadly, because it has an amazing gameplay system. It has amazing gameplay mechanics. It has an incredible level design because of how massive it is. So, um, yes, absolutely. But I can see why most people cannot get access to it because of the terrible technical state of the game. Um, they should I had to apply a community patch just so you have a reference. Basically a recap. I've said this, but basically as a fast recap, I had to apply a community patch. I have a Borderless Gaming, which is a third-party program running in the background as well, um, to fix, because it also has full screen issues. It has issues running full screen, and on top of all of that, I also had to modify the properties of the shortcut of the executable, and it still crashes even after all of that. By now, I only have, and not only that, I I had to install the specific version of NVIDIA Physics to play it. So there's a good reason in the case of this game for that. I don't know. The other option is to grab the Xbox 360 version of the PS3 version, or the PS3 version, but I don't know if that one crashes. I wouldn't risk either of those consoles because the game has a severe memory leak. But yeah, it's absolutely sad that this amazing world is like that most of the player base hasn't that they most players haven't even discovered about this game. They don't even know it exists. And yes, it's a massive world that certainly it's like having Skyrim, something like Skyrim. I'm not even sure if the game is even bigger than Skyrim. It's like having Skyrim. Imagine missing Skyrim, or I don't know, the Elder Scrolls. You found me, great. I have something for you. Look for it in the Temple of Thylysium. I'll look after 170 children because it's a bunny.
Indebted to the Inquisition.
Bunnies usually have a lot of offspring. That's a reason. So yes, it's absolutely sad what happens with this game. I can see the reason because not everyone, as I've said, has the patience to fix it, or at least make it partially playable like I'm doing here. Like, I've had streams in which the game, that I could play the game for 5 hours straight and it hasn't crashed. And then there are some streams in which the game mysteriously crashes after 40 minutes, which was constant at the beginning of the series. Up to the third stream, I think I had crashes. Then, in stream number 4, 5, and 6, I had no crashes and I streamed for 5 hours. And then, on stream number 7, I had crashes again with the same configuration, essentially. Damn, there are a lot of conditionals. I hope they ever give it the treatment they have given it with the enhanced edition of Neverwinter Nights 1. Oh, you play Neverwinter Nights 1? Amazing game. I still need to play it. I've heard it's also massive. I've heard it's also massive. I did play Baldur's Gate. I'm a deep fan of Baldur's Gate. The enhanced edition, the Siege of Dragonspear expansion, was definitely not the best, but at least it tied kind of like the ending of Baldur's Gate 1 with Baldur's Gate 2. Neverwinter Nights 1, I need to play that one. That's one of my huge debts That's one of my huge debts of my of my childhood. It's one of my huge debts because, well, as you can see, I'm a fan of Star Wars: The Old Republic. This like Romeo and Juliet here. This side quest. I am a fan of Star Wars: The Old Republic and also Knights of the Old Republic, and Neverwinter Nights was basically, I've heard that it was the natural evolution of Knights of the Old Republic. So before Mass Effect, of course, before Mass Effect 1, which I also, everyone loves Mass Effect, I also love it. But yeah, I need to play it. A lot of conditionals, yes. Yes, I released a guide on YouTube with all of the things that I've done up until now. With all of the things that I've discovered up until now. But apparently it's not enough because I've had some less crashes. It's true that I've reduced them to, let's say, a bare minimum. Like, some days it crashes, some other days it doesn't crash, but still, it's true that it still has occasional crashes. I have a guide with everything I did on YouTube, but I still have some extremely reduced, but still some crashes. So yeah, don't say anything about Baldur's Gate 2. I'm in the Underdark. Ah, you're still playing Baldur's Gate 2. Oh, and precisely, you're in a part. Well, I won't say it. I won't say it. I won't say it. Anyways, I like Baldur's Gate 1 more than 2. Please, everyone watching this as a YouTuber, please try not to kill me. Yes, I like Baldur's Gate 1 a bit more. The Underdark. The Underdark. No. I won't do spoilers. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You still have some ways to go. No. In my case, I don't mind it. If you played Neverwinter Nights 1, is it good? Does it have a massive world? I have my game stopped for the moment to give me time because I've been running my character since Baldur's Gate 1. Yeah, that's precisely the idea. That's the idea, to import the character. One of the greatest mechanics in gaming that I wish it made a comeback. I remember in one of my favorite games of all time also is Dragon Age Origins. Well, as you can see that BioWare RPGs, Western RPGs, I honestly don't like well, I honestly don't like Eastern RPGs a lot, like Japanese ones. So I love BioWare games. As you can see, my favorite games are all either from Blizzard or BioWare, except some extreme cases. But yeah, in my humble opinion, um, Baldur's Gate 1, I have, of course, logical arguments, is better than the second one. But yeah, I did 100% completion of Baldur's Gate 2 off stream. And yeah, a company running from a temple I will not gonna pick without love, price, food, desperation. Here we can see the clear influence of European. Hey, what? Who's attacking us? Order guards. We can kill these ones with our eyes closed. So yeah. In my case, I don't mind it if you want to do spoilers of Neverwinter Nights 1. I've seen it's an amazing game. I wonder is it the natural kind of like the game? I think so too. I like 1 much better. I like exploring more than the focus on story of 2. Exactly. Precisely. I was arguing the other day. I was commenting. Harry, you are saying my love. Yeah, here we are replicating Romeo and Juliet. By the way, guys, I commented this the other day. Anyone watching this as a YouTuber, you see this one, the incredible graphic effects that this game has on that glass. You can see the distortion effect on the glass, which is amazing. It's better than in a lot of modern games. Going back to Baldur's Gate, yes, I've commented this several times. Bring back the stolen artifact, blah 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 blah, crazy mages, artifact theft. Yeah, I commented this several times. Baldur's Gate, for me, Baldur's Gate 1 I always put a lot of emphasis. Um, Baldur's Gate 1 for me it's an extremely important game because it's the father of all classic RPGs, kind of like the Infinity Engine games, all of the ones that were released later. For example, I want to try Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader. I think I'll stream that one because that one has a lot of Spanish folklore, and well, I'm Argentine, and an Argentine is basically an Italian who speaks Spanish. So basically, it has a lot of Spanish words, and even if it's in English, even if you play it in English, and it's just like Baldur's Gate. And because of those words, it's kind of like extremely unknown. And so Baldur's Gate, podemos hablar en español, entonces what? No, no, no. I want to keep the channel in English. No, 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 no. No, please in English. Please in English because you're Spanish, Argentine, or you know Spanish. No, 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 because then people won't know what you are saying, and most of my viewers are English speakers. They are English speakers. Precisely. I don't want to exclude them. I don't want to exclude them. Ah, from Spain. Oh, vaya, soy de España. Yeah, we are brothers then. At least we Argentines consider Italians and Spanish brothers. Precisely. 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 Yeah, yeah. Oh, you are the first non-native English speaker viewer I ever have. But yeah, that's basically the reason. That's basically the reason that then all of my viewers will mostly wonder, what are they saying? Well, I'm crazy. That person stuck in past times with games. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the thing is that games back in the day, were incredibly. First of all, the level design was much more complex, as far as I can see it, and then secondly
I have reached my destination.
and then
What is going
secondly
to happen now? For Kerr.
the gameplay mechanics were in a lot of cases extremely complex. Like this game, I don't know if you well, you mentioned that the in the world of Sacred 2 it's a bit empty, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but if you're, well, in the case of Sacred 2 the problem is that it's completely broken. uh, but if you played, for example, here the game does have a lot of um, complex skill tree systems. Like it took me like between, yeah, I think it was stream number 8 or number 9 that it was stream number 8 or number 9 that in which um I actually realized that you have to unlock the branches of the skill tree and distribute the skill points like this to modify them. Like, it took me several streams because I didn't. It's not common to be forced to unlock the branches of a skill tree to actually activate the modifications. Like in World of Warcraft, in all modern RPGs, skill branches are automatically unlocked one after the other. What I was commenting about Baldur's Gate, and precisely you mentioned that you like old school games. For me, Baldur's Gate 1 is so important because it's not only the father of classic RPGs, it's also the father of modern RPGs in my eyes. Like, perhaps that one and I was having this discussion in during the last stream, which was the best year for video games, either 2004 or 1998. And I argued that it was 1998 because, first of all, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which basically fixed 3D gaming and the camera and the C index and the targeting system in 3D games, and also Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate popularized kind of like a lot of mechanics that. Hey, where's that quest? Let's grab the main quest, shall we? Since we are on top of it.
What are you doing with that scroll case? That's army issue, officers only. Hand it over, you little thief. Surrender it or die.
What a surprise! The main quest is voiced. The rest of the side quests, of the trillions and trillions of side quests, actually only 600, they are not voiced in the game. They are not voiced in the game. But this one, yes. Remember, we are part of the Inquisition, basically, and we are here in the city at the city to get rid of, to deliver a message first that we repelled the attack on the border. Yeah, we did it 2 streams ago. So, hold him with the scroll case. That's an army issue. If it was only gonna. Well, they are gonna attack me. Well, doesn't matter. That was an unexpected welcome. So, here. You're gonna attack me too. The Grand Inquisitor is not here. Nice.
I'm glad that old bag finally got what she deserved.
Okay, so she's some kind of prisoner.
Kinda
Let's do.
Grand Inquisitor seems to have at least a few guys with brains in his guard.
Let's do something because I want to get my blood flowing, just like Urnod Rex said in Mass Effect 1. Let's head outside of the city and do some fighting. I know that we have a lot of quests in here, so we'll come back for those. But I want to kill something once and for all. Like, all right, what's this? So yes, I was mentioning that precisely 1998 was the best year for games in general because of those two, because of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but also Baldur's Gate. Extremely important. Also the reason why I also want to play Neverwinter Nights. But yes, it's true. Old school game. I remember now. I was commenting this at the end of Thursday's stream. I miss the E3 so much. Like, that's another old school things that we veterans remember from years past. The nostalgia. I was remembering E3, and it's such a shame that we don't have an E3 anymore. That the ESA just mentioned that it got cancelled forever, kind of like forever. I hope it's not forever. I hope it makes a comeback, but yeah, it's absolutely sad that E3 has been, or at least officially cancelled. It's extremely sad. Talking about, let's go. Talking about veteran things, you made me remember. It's such a pity, such a shame that E3 is no more. It's such a shame because a lot of people argue, and I mentioned this, that E3 was a smoke bomb. Like, most companies would present trailers that, honestly, there we go, we need to kill those goblins. Trailers of games that they hadn't developed. By the time they got on stage, like, they would present the trailer, but the game wasn't developed. But I think that argument is not precisely accurate, because while yes, there were a lot of smoke bombs, I forgot I only tried Neverwinter Nights Enhanced. Only play about 30 minutes, but it didn't click for me. Well, E3, now we have Jeff Keighley. I mentioned that the other day, Jeff Keighley. Do you like the Game Awards? If I may ask, Moigat? Do you like it? Do you like the Game Awards? I think it's not as good as E3. Like, let's get, even leaving the memes outside of the equation, like, even if we leave the memes outside of the equation, I didn't like the treatment to the game devs in the Game Awards or in E3 or at E3, E3 or Game Awards. You didn't like the treatment. I certainly don't like it at the Game Awards, but well, maybe you mean E3, like, but in the Game Awards, yeah, okay, in the Game Awards, yeah. I have so many arguments. Well, in our case, besides which, it will sound kind of like a cliche, perhaps, but Argentina, Italy, and Spain, we share a culture that in a lot of things, for example, some things feel off, kind of like out of place, like weird. For example, I think the main developer of Baldur's Gate 3 who got who got the prize was wearing an armor or something, those crazy things. And yes, the developers certainly they treat them like actors. So I think I get what you mean, that you don't like the treatment they get. And last year was a shame to Larian with the GOTY Awards. So little time. Well, no. Yeah. I don't think it's up to the standard of E3. Yes, E3 had a lot of flaws, like what I said. It was a common trope to say, both in the English community and Spanish-speaking community. It was a trope to say that it had a lot of smoke bombs and the trailers weren't. By the way, I highly recommend Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader. I want you to play it on stream, but if you want to play ahead of time, it's basically an Spanish Baldur's Gate. Like, for us, we understand it perfectly. It mixes, even if you play it in English, it mixes it with Spanish words. So it gets a pretty amazing synergy. But yeah. In my case, I didn't like Baldur's Gate 3 because, well, if you like Baldur's Gate 3, ignore me. I'm an absolute. I absolutely hate Baldur's Gate 3. I have several arguments. I didn't like that they changed the classic real-time with pause combat system with turn-based. I think they destroyed the core essence of Baldur's Gate, but yeah, I agree that even if I don't like the game, they treat developers like actors. They treat them like actors as if that was the Oscars, and it's not the Oscars. It's not the Oscars. I didn't know it existed. I have to write down the Lionheart game you mentioned. Yeah, if you like Baldur's Gate, as I did, it was one of the ones that I'm gonna showcase because it has a problem with the resolution. But if you can fix the resolution, the game is amazing. I mean, fix the resolution. If you can stand playing it at 800 by 600, kind of like the old school Windows 98 resolution, if you can stand that, you don't need to do anything. The game does work. You have it on good old games. By the way, a mention in case I had a question over at YouTube on the Warhammer Mark of Chaos series to the person that made it. I'll reply to you if you're watching this as a YouTube pod, to the subscriber that's watching this that asked me about Warhammer Mark of Chaos. I'll investigate the issue because I played the game 2 years ago, and what you see that I showcased, in case you are watching this, I will investigate the issue that you mentioned that you have with your version and reply to you back later after I finish the stream, probably tomorrow or something like that, just for you. a pin on that, because you mentioned that you. I think it's the update version of Warhammer Mark of Chaos. Sorry, Moigat, it was for another viewer that was asking me precisely about Warhammer Mark of Chaos. He had some issues with that. Yes, Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader. It's basically Spanish, precisely. Spanish themed, not developed. It was developed by Black Isle, if my memory serves me right, and yes, it's like Baldur's Gate with the Spanish themes. It even has a Spanish music. It has Spanish music, the one that we love so much. Well, in our case, we Argentines are like children from Spain and Italy, so for us, all of that music is the one that we also play. So we feel at home. Generally, most people that I recommended that game to, they feel at home with that game. Generally, so yeah. So yeah, it's a great recommendation. As I've said, you can either I have already fixed the resolution. That's why I wanted to showcase it, because it's not common to see it like that. But yes, but you can play it at 800 by 600 without doing pretty much anything. It will play. It's quite stable for a game that was released back in, what was it, 2003, something like that, some years after Baldur's Gate. Give me the bag, blah 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 blah, forged gladiator documents. There we go. Damn it, this game is so massive. I was joking with Scarlet Raccoon, another viewer, that the game that is gonna take me until 2025 to review, to get to the final analysis of this game, to the final review of this game. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I review games here on the channel. That's what I do. That's why I don't know if you watched streams that I kind of like review the gameplay mechanics, like extremely in depth. I go one by one, even if it takes me 30 streams before getting to the final review. Like, that's what I do, because well, I try to apply our sacred heritage, our sacred where is it? Where's the side quest? Here? I have to go. I've definitely added it to my wish list on Steam. Have a nice day. Adiós. Adiós, muy God. Gracias desde el fondo de mi corazón por descubrir el stream y pasarte a verlo y a hablar conmigo. Siempre lo aprecio muchísimo. Siempre lo aprecio muchísimo de toda mi audiencia. Sí, ves, esta es mi voz verdadera. Nunca me habían escuchado en stream con mi voz verdadera. La española, precisamente. Well, for the rest watching this, yes, that's my real voice. I think it's the first time you hear it, people. For anyone watching this as a YouTube bot or a Twitch bot, it's see that it changes. It's incredible how it changes. Like, when we speak in English, we eliminate the R completely. We completely eliminate the R, and in Spanish and Italian, we can the R is kind of like ere, like extremely like extremely stressed, like it's a different sound. In case you want the linguistic explanation why that happens, is because we use different parts of our mouth to produce the different sounds of the languages. They have huge variations. For example, when we speak in English, we use, besides using a different part of our brain, as I mentioned the other day, we also use kind of like the back part of our mouth, kind of like the inner part of our throat. And when we speak, for example, in more Romance languages, we use the front part of our mouth. That was inherited in British English from the old Roman Empire. I was precisely mentioning that in British English there are a lot of variations which involve also using the front part of our mouth. That like I didn't mention that one exactly, but a lot of aspects to it that are like that. And I was precisely mentioning that precisely here on the channel we apply our kind of like our sacred heritage, our culture. With here on the channel I used our cultural background, the philosophically realist worldview to review the games. And you can see how unique that is. And well, the rest of the things that we'll analyze today, people, the rest of the things that we need to analyze today on stream, people, we'll get to the level design, to the gameplay mechanics, like the plan was first the gameplay mechanics. The enemy gameplay mechanics, which is 50% of the other one, of the overall gameplay system of the game, and then that will lead us to the combat system, to the combat classification that we always do, intrinsic versus extrinsic, and then the overall genre classification of the game. Arena owner need delivery, no, very good. Good. Well, damn it. We got quests inside of quests, people. Nested quests, one after the other. So man, wife guards with a little rambling about kidnapping the celebrity, but no, she's good one.
Since this matter is of such importance to you...
So, damn it, we've got nested side quests one after the other. I don't know where to drop that side. Hey, it's been 59 minutes and the game hasn't crashed. Wait a moment until I'm finished.
In the book of quest.
There we go, destroy the spirits and trap their energy mana. Here it is, Hack Manager, something
You
still
are
needs.
indebted to the Inquisition.
Ghost energy. God damn it. So many quests. Let's do the exterminator. Do the exterminator. And And as for sorry people that today I got to I wanted to grab all of the
This
side
should be the
quests.
place of my destination.
Should be. I can see that. I can see the quest. Spiders. Just kill spiders. Spider defeated. What's that? Rat. Rat defeated. Here we're doing mop up cleanup.
Run, fools.
Da, 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 da. Let's move. I think it's right there. Escort, accomplice. No, it moved. No, no, no. It's over there. It's over there, people. It's over there. There we go. So, as I was saying, sorry that today we had to do all of the kind of like inner city quest. We'll do all of the inner city quests, but I want to clear this. I want to clear this zone before we go on. Kind of like today will be inner discovering inner Thylysium's quests. All right. Let's see. Hey, an hour and the game hasn't crashed, so. Let's get this one. Let's get this one, and let's get the. It's kind of like inside of this thing here. It's like inside of this estate here. Like here. What are you doing here? We only seek justice, and I want my poor husband back. Blah 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 blah. Oh. I love that all side quests in this city are like get to a point, get attacked on spot, and then go back. Damn it, the city has even more quests to the south of it. To the south of it. Right. There should be some more here. I mean, and today here I wanted today to analyze the enemy variety, mechanics, and all of that. I wonder. I think we'll have to leave that for the next stream. Like today will be chill stream day. Today will be chill stream day because until I figure out how to get all of the side quests done, we'll it'll take me some time. But well, let's try to finish them all today. So on Thursday we can begin with something with something outside of the city walls. Like, I feel a bit
Almost there
trapped.
now.
I feel a bit trapped in here. I feel like at home. There we go. Like I live in a capital city, and definitely this feels the passages are as narrow as in a big city. People from big cities will understand. Like all of the blocks are extremely narrow, one after the other. Ah. I don't have any more assignments for you, but thank you very much for your assistance.
I never had any doubts.
Accomplice. There we go. Let's do the rabbit infestation, because that one is not marking the enemies on the map, so I need to... I need to pinpoint them, so that'll be worse. There we go. I think I can see one. We just need to kill the rabbits. This is kind of like...
Can you feel death now?
They are marked. They are marked when you get closer. When you get kind of like extremely close. So if I just gallop around them, they should appear on the map. Appear on the map like that.
One less heretic.
Where could they be, people? I saw one kind of like here, like hiding here. Well, I guess by now, people, I bet you can see that we'll do a change of plans, because I don't think we'll find a lot of enemy variety in here for me to convey my thoughts about them. Yeah, what I can say for sure is that the level design definitely follows, which is what we were talking about some minutes ago.
My destination should be somewhere in
Is
this
that the
area.
game follows the classic level design pattern of World of Warcraft, of MMORPGs. In kind of like the quests usually don't have a component of storyline to them. Like, they're just kill 10 things, escort me there. Like, it has the variety of an MMORPG from 2008, precisely, from the late 2000s, rather than a modern game, precisely as we were commenting, like The Witcher 3, Like The Witcher 3 to those.
Destination should be somewhere
That
in this
for
area.
example, The Witcher 3 has a component of storyline to it that makes, as I said some minutes ago, every side quest kind of like its own encompassed story. And its own encompass story. In the case of this game, it clearly inherits World of Warcraft style, the classic MMORPG level design style from the late 2000s, in which usually what we call fetch quests. I think that denomination is horrible. Like calling quests in MMORPGs fetch quests, like these ones, for example, these ones would be classified as fetch quests, and I highly disagree. Like, yeah, we use the term fetch quest to call. Could it be that there's a rabbit, that the last rabbit is kind of like here at the temple? Yeah. There we go. Or hare. I don't care. Hare. I don't care. Like, I think that the nomination is horrible because I know what it tries to convey. It tries to convey the fact that story elements are not part of side quests, kind of like of a side quest. Like the main quest does have only the main quest does have story elements to it. I know what they try to convey, but I think it's a terrible classification. Hey, we got a dungeon there. Finally, something to move around a bit. But first, let's do that exterminator. We have a dungeon. Right there. So let's get to it. Let's get to the exterminator and then let's do that one. Alright. No, the quest is outside. It's outside. This one. My house is safe again. Wonderful. You don't procrastinate. You deal with matters head on. That's definitely an attitude. I appreciate and I will reward you accordingly.
That was almost too easy.
Nested quests. Again, people quests inside of quests. Deliver Lord Uncle. But don't worry. We shall never falter. We shall do all of the side quests. No, let's do a dungeon. People. Let's do a dungeon. Because I think I've cleared all of the, let's say, Uber Eats-esque quests that were here. Kind of like they only involve delivering rather than clearing a dungeon or anything. I was mentioning, when analyzing the level design, of course, these are all partial observations that I'm doing here. We'll get to the final analysis. Alright, we have several entry points to the dungeon. It's the same quest. It's just that we have several entry points. So if we approach them, we'll get to it eventually. So as I was saying, the level design, I think it's a horrible denomination. Speaking about the level design and objective variety precisely inside of the level design, I think it's horrible to call quests or side quests that don't involve any secondary storyline fetch quests. I know what the meaning of fetch quest tries to convey. It tries to convey that, yeah, like in this game, the side quests won't have any storyline element at all. It's like kill 10 spiders, kill 10 rats. I just think through like yeah, this is a delayed quest. We cannot enter. We cannot grab that quest. I cannot enter the dungeon through here, though it was marked on the map. Okay. Then the entry point must be somewhere else. I think it's a horrible denomination, saying that, for example, the MMORPGs only have fetch quests just because they don't have a story. There we go. That must be the entrance. Yeah, let's get to it. Damn it, we need to have patience, people. This city is like a labyrinth. 100%. But well, I want to clear all of the quests in here so we can get to the... So we can get out of the city and continue exploring the map. We have plenty of time and... Oh. There's a... I was just attacked by a random bear close to the... Ah no, I think we are south of the city here, technically. These are the outskirts of the city, to be precise. Right, I was mentioning, I think the term fetch quest is definitely terrible. Definitely terrible. I know what it tries to convey, but I think it's wrong to call them fetch quests. Because even if they don't have any storyline elements to them, even if they don't have any story elements to them, they even if they don't have any story elements to them. Damn it, I need to work on my ranged defense. I got killed so fast. There's gameplay variety to them, like objective variety, to be precise. The objective is different. It's not the same escorting an NPC. The gameplay and the strategy that the strategy that you will have to think about and the gameplay mechanics that will unfold while doing an escort mission is completely different when compared to just kill 10 rabbits, just like we did. So even if a side quest doesn't have a storyline, I think it's wrong to classify them as fetch quests. I think it's wrong to classify them as fetch quests because of that very reason. Like... I don't think the storyline is the most deterministic factor that should define which name we assign to those quests. Kind of like calling them fetch quests is just pointing at the fact that they don't have any storyline, but that doesn't mean that it won't have gameplay variety to it. Like, it's not fair to call them fetch quests if you have different... If the objective variety... If you have different objectives, if the objectives are varied. Like, if you have several different objectives, they are not fetch quests. They just have a different storyline. Or they don't have a storyline at all. They don't have a storyline. But the gameplay mechanics will be different. And I think that's more important than not having a storyline. Like, they are used as synonyms. And I think it's wrong because of what I just said. Because the gameplay mechanics still do have a variation. They still do have a variation to them. As I've said, it's not the same escorting. It's not the same clearing a dungeon when compared to killing enemies, kind of like in the overworld. Damn it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Those deal some... insane amount of damage. There we go. We also need to pay attention to the artificial intelligence, people. Like, I think my third order distance is the most efficient at letting it engage. Letting it engage at the highest possible distance. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let me check the local map. Alright, we've got an nested dungeon. Okay, let's get to it. There we go. Well, it's a nested dungeon, but it's the exit. It may be the exit, huh? Wait, it may be the exit. I don't know, we cleared the whole dungeon. Let's get to it. Let's get out. There we go. Small stone elemental.
Erased from this world.
There we go. There we go. Perfect. Uh-huh. Hey, I think I haven't used a lot of potions. Good. See, that's something that we also need to pay attention to, the usage, the relationship between the usage of potions and the... I think we analyzed that at the beginning of the series, but not as in-depth as now.
There is no such thing as too much practice. The Inquisition is victorious.
There we go. Oh, quickly, don't CL damage over time. Alright, that should be it. Let's get on top of this. Yeah, I would say that as far as I can tell right now, the genre classification of the game, I would say it leans toward offline MMORPG, which, believe it or not, it is a category. It is a category. Basically, MMORPGs that, for one reason or other, don't have... Hey, that's a new enemy. Or, well, no, we've faced boars, but not armored boars. I stomped them, people. Have you noticed that this mount has only one ability, and the other ones... The previous one I had only had two. Why are we back here? Ghost energy. Let me unmount before they kill my horse again. Hey, we're back at the graveyard. Ah, the objective is inside of the graveyard, I believe. Careful, people. Careful, because it's inside of the graveyard. Right. Thylysium Cemetery. Oh, careful, ghosts. These are immune to physical damage. Careful, these ones are dangerous.
Feel the power of the Inquisition.
They also don't drop corpses, so... This is a quest, killing these ones.
Feel the
I just need to level up once more and I'll get... I have to level up once more and we'll be able to unlock our third modification.
This won't be easy for you. I have to check my inventory one more time.
I wonder when I will loot a one-handed staff. Drumstick, blah blah. Simple pike. One-handed staff, please. Eventually. Well, I think that was it. We can teleport back to the city. Let's go back to Thylysium. Um, There we go. The game is on the verge of crashing, people. Excellent, now we can continue.
Everything goes as planned.
Swedish ring, interesting, very interesting. Take my signature to Jacobas. Interesting, very interesting. Theoretically, one could build a machine to capture and, well, kill the spirits in the region. According to my calculations, however, that would require incredibly many mana stones. So that might not be feasible, and one would need one machine for each region, because every machine can only collect one T energy signature.
I give you hope.
Alright. I think we are almost done. Look at that. We only have one quest. That artifact theft. I honestly... Crash? Crash, crash, crash. I smell crash. You gonna crash? Yeah, you crashed. Shit. An hour and 27 minutes. An hour and 27 minutes. Okay. The game did crash again. Damn it. This game is... It could probably be the most broken I've ever seen. Well, at least it didn't get stuck. But today, people, I have one more thing that I want to try. I want one more thing that I want to try. I have one more thing that I want to try. Here, because I've already tried the everything pretty much. We've already tried everything, and the game still crashes. This time after an hour and 28 minutes. It's a memory leak. I want to test something today. I will, because G-Sync has interfered with some of my games in the past, and perhaps G-Sync, in case you don't know, it's an NVIDIA exclusive technology for your monitor. It replaces fixed refresh, which is what most monitors have. So I will override my global setting. I had it ready in case the game would crash. So we'll use fixed refresh, and we will also, instead, my global setting is 140 refresh rate. So we will drop that to... We always have this issue that, yeah, then I need to Google how to do exactly 60, but we'll leave it at 58, right? We'll leave it at 58, that there. So we'll apply. I've removed G-Sync, and I've limited the frame rate to 60, right? It will make the game less smooth. There you can see traditional fixed refresh monitor technology. G-Sync, what makes it synchronizes every frame without introducing tearing. That's why it's the best solution, and that's why G-Sync monitors are expensive. Highly recommended, because you can get away with 60 FPS on G-Sync. 60 FPS on G-Sync do feel like 100 and it feels like 90, like 75. It feels closer to 100 than to 60, thanks to how smooth G-Sync is. So now we will try removing G-Sync, because it has interfered with some of my games in the past. And let's see if like that we can fix it. Let's see if like that we can fix the game. Because this time it's exactly an hour and 30 minutes. It's even more than usual. It usually crashes between at 50 minutes. But 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 this time it crashed at an hour and 30 minutes. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Mm, so let's see if it could be G-Sync. It has been an issue in the past, in my experience. Like it has been an issue. It has been an issue. Like um, it has been an issue because it somehow interferes with the synchronization and the interpolation in some games of frames. Um, it has it did interfere at some point. I remember. I don't know which one with with games from the 90s, but this game isn't from the 90s. So, for example, Diablo 2, G-Sync interferes with Diablo 2. It interferes with, for example, Team Sonic Racing. For example, I remember a game from the 7th generation, and then it also interferes with Pokemon Plate version 2 from 1998, from 1999. Um, so yeah, it could be G-Sync. Mm, it could be G-Sync, people. It could be G-Sync. Ah, good. It recording my progress. Could it be? Sorry for the crash, people. We're still looking for it. Let's see if with this combination, let me raise my defenses.
That was good.
There we go. Uh-huh.
I don't have room for that.
Exquisite Warblade. Oh, quickly, I need to drop something.
Get me a pack horse. Otherwise, this stays here.
Reaper, what? I think I looted a legendary, people. Wait. Wait. This game loves killing me exactly when I'm looting.
Can't carry that any longer.
Please don't disturb the looter. Leave me alone. I'm looting. Let's remove that common quality there. I think it already vanished.
For this item.
There. I know, it wasn't a legendary. Well, whatever. Don't worry, people. Artifact theft. Wait, because I don't know if it's saved or not. The gold. I'm an idiot.
Get me a pack horse. Otherwise, this stays here.
Yes, I know. Wait. I want to see. Right? Yeah. Mage stole an artifact from temple. Blah. Yes. We've already completed the quest. We can turn that in immediately. Don't tell me my horse died again. No, it didn't. There we go. Okay. So, where artifact theft? Let's go back to the temple. So, my theory is that G-Sync may be interfering, might have interfered, as far as I can tell. It could be that it interferes with the memory leak, because it's not common, like, it's not common for a game to have a memory leak like this, but I think it has happened to me. It has happened to me. So let's see if by deactivating G-Sync on this one, let's see if that's the solution, because it's the only difference so far that I can think of. Otherwise I'll have to think about something else. Don't worry. Throughout the course of several days,
Almost there now.
we'll keep tracking down the issues and solving them. Thank you very much. You have done our temple a great service. I don't have much to give you, but this should serve as a sign of my
Glory
gratitude.
and power.
Amazing. So, I guess we're done. I guess we're done here. Yeah, look at that. All nice and clean. Yeah. That Shirka Alana quest. Hey, wait, there's a dungeon there. Let's see. Have a dungeon there. Well, for today, people, I wanted to explore the level design, but it's just like the old saying goes. The man proposes, but then life decides. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is, people. So we'll leave the analysis of genre classification and the combat system classification and everything for next time as we play, I guess. We can begin today, but there we go. Take my signature to Jacoba. Interesting. We accepted this quest. It didn't record my
Name of
progress
the
there.
Inquisition.
Let me save manually. Let me save. There we go. Game save. So we don't have to grab that quest again. So Lethal Escort, it's outside of the city. And the Shir Kalana questline, it's inside of the dungeon. Let's head over to the Shir Kalana questline. Fast and Furious. There we go. Right, I need to. Let me get rid of. Let me make some room. Let's do a quick cleaning here. Hey, we just looted legendary boots. 11, 21, no brainer. There we go. Though we just lost 2 points of gruesome inquisition, but well, whatever. Sell them. Cloak. Saraki's Destiny. Inquisitor 31, another legendary. 59, the one we have is amazing. Potter's Cask of the Antler. No. Quickly. We'll get bored. I'm getting bored. Yeah, I know. I know you're getting bored, people. I know you're getting bored. But managing your inventory is important. How many potions? 78. 78. And we already have 400,000 gold. Good, we are beginning to make... We're beginning to improve our economy, people, our economy. The Shir Kalana questline disappeared. I couldn't find the commander of the new, but one of these guards camped northeast of Twainbrook. We made to track down the gang of Outlast. East of Twainbrook? That's far away. I'm lost in terms of this quest, people. I'm terribly lost. Let's get to the south. The southernmost section of the city. Let's do it. This is the southernmost section of the city. There it is. Like when I click on on it, it disappears. I don't know. We'll figure out that eventually. But we have more quests down there. It's this kind of like going downtown. I saw the quests. There I have an objective. We'll do the objective and those at the same time. Right. We need to... This... again? There's nothing in there. Let me keep going. Ah, there's the entrance to a dungeon. Hang on, hang on. Wait, wait, there's the entrance. I can see it. I think they are the sewers. I think it's in the sewers. Alright. Yeah, it's the sewers. If you would let me get inside, pretty please. Yeah, we got inside. It lagged, and then it realized that I wanted to get inside. We did this the other day, but we didn't do the Shir Kalana quest line. I'm always puzzled by this quest line because it's not the main quest. Okay. I love how everyone appeared right after I killed the first enemy. Rats, literally. Damn it. Let me explode the corpses, let's use. I think there are 3 mini-bosses. They are 3 mini... Damn it, they got me trapped. Let me get out of here. Damage over time. Damn it. There we go. There we go.
The Inquisition
Let me...
is victorious.
Oh, damn it.
Bravery with madness.
See, that's something that I've commented about the hovering system. What's the quest inside of the sewers? Kind of like at the center. There, wait. Through here. Through here, people. Through here. Through here. Through here. There we go. Let me check. They don't deal that much damage over time. Yeah, I need to remember that the global map doesn't help me. There we go. Okay. Okay. Definitely it's been a while since we died. And the internal clock of this game is certainly getting tougher and tougher. It's getting some of them are getting a pretty good evade chance. I can feel it that I'm missing most of my attacks like that. Well, we're doing pretty well, if you ask me, because
Animal product with 3 letters. Fur.
okay.
Don't you dare soil my road, beast.
Today I wanted to explore enemy variety, but we haven't encountered a lot of enemies so far. Hey, forbid that is the main quest. Eliminate the commander of the camp. Oh, an inquisitor, just what I needed. Pay off debts. I think paying off is the ransom is more appropriate here. 30 payers belong to me. If it's as simple as that. If you really like the brat that much, then I'll make you a deal. There's a camp located south of the city. The commander still owes me some money. If you eliminate this man, I will forgive her debts and she will be free. So
Matters of such importance to you.
okay, so the Shir Kalana questline and our main quest are actually intertwined at this point. I think we've cleared everything here. We can use fast travel. That's outside of the dungeon. Let's use fast travel. So, look at that. Look at that.
I like cities. A lot of unbelieving people meet in those melting pots. There is always a lot of work waiting for the Inquisition.
Indeed. I think we can. So they actually intertwine, like down there. Let's do lethal escort once and for all. I think we've cleared everything. No, but there were more side quests. Wait, because there were more side quests at the southern region of the city. In the southern region, sorry.